to Out of the Rough. I'm Fred Arnold. I'm joined by Gail Stonehouse and Sharon Ussery. Get that right? Ussery?
Perfect.
Perfect. From Lloyd S. Berkett Insurance Agency, Incorporated. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I want to talk about insurance, and I want to talk about really what's the difference between an independent agent such as yours or going direct, a direct underwriter such as State Farm, Allstate, Farmers, Geico, without picking out just one. What's the difference?
The main difference is that when you go to a direct writer, you're dealing just with the employee of that particular insurance company. They really represent the insurance company. When you deal with an independent insurance agent, you're dealing with someone who represents you. We have a variety of insurance companies that we can go to, so we can match just the right coverage for your particular situation. And I think it's important to recognize you're not calling a call center. You're calling an independent agent who knows you. I might know your wife, I might ask about your children, I know your son's going to college. It's not calling that 1-800 number and every time I call, it's somebody new.
Yeah, it's that one-on-one relationship with a particular agent, which is critical.
Critical.
Yeah, in the mortgage industry, we'll say, well, can we get a hold of your insurance company? And sometimes we'll call this 800 number, or sometimes it's nice to be able to call a person.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Sharon, let's talk about homeowners insurance. A lot of things with homeowners insurance we could talk about, but I want to talk about earthquake. It's been 20 years since the Northridge earthquake, and it's not a matter of if, but when. What's your philosophy, thoughts on earthquake insurance? How does earthquake insurance look now?
Well, first of all, you have to do what's right for you, and if it's going to give you peace of mind, I would say do it. That would be my first, that's my advice I give to my own mother. Second of all, I know personally, if there was an earthquake, I do not have the resources to replace my house. So that's the reason why you have insurance. Your biggest asset is your home. Other than your family, and you want to protect it. So wouldn't you rather pay a certain percentage, a deductible, as compared to replace the whole house and you lose your life savings? So that's my philosophy on that. And a lot of people think that FEMA, the government, will step in.
Oh, they can step in on everything. Aren't they going to pay for my new house?
Actually, the loans are very minimal. And it's a loan. At the end of the day, it's a loan.
It was at 3%, I remember, when I borrowed after the Northridge earthquake to replace a few things, and rates are a little over 3% now.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, so you do have to pay the money back. Yeah.
Exactly. And the biggest thing about earthquake insurance, you get loss of use coverage. If you go, a lot of people don't know about earthquakes. If there's an earthquake and you're not able to occupy your home, you have to live at another place, and you have to pay to live there. But you also you still have to pay your loan on your home.
Yeah. So you have to pay your rent and you have to pay that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Let's talk, Gail, about some mistakes that people, when it comes to buying insurance, some mistakes individuals make, so you don't make that mistake.
I would say the two biggest issues that people need to pay attention to. One, know your coverage. When the house is on fire, that's not the time to be running around trying to find your insurance policy. We work really hard to make sure our clients really understand what they're buying way in advance of, God forbid, a disaster happening.
Know what you're covered, make sure you have enough, but not too much.
Exactly. The second thing is you do get what you pay for. So what happens, someone will come to us and they'll say, look, I've got it, it's cheaper. Well, cheaper in insurance isn't a really great thing.
Is there a rating agency, like if you were to place me with a company, is there rating agencies or almost like 5-star or 3-star comments on how they're paid off? How do I know whether they're a good organization that you're going to place? Of course, we know you're going to place with a good organization, but maybe a 5-star, if you will.
Well, there are ratings for insurance companies to make sure that the company is adequately rated. Best Insurance, for example.
Right.
And they will rate it based on an A+ or an A++ system. But really, you should know your insurance agency. An agency like ours, we've been in business 67 years. So it really comes down to trusting the person that you do business with.
Right.
More important in insurance than almost anything else.
Right, right. So know your coverage. Anything else?
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Get what you pay for.
Perfect.
At the end of the day.
Sharon, 1 or 2 tips? What should they be looking? Let me ask you this just real quickly. There's some riders you can get that are minimal expense, but really help you out a lot. Can you mention a couple of those you just want to ask your insurance agent about?
Jewelry coverage is always a big factor. Always, if there's a loss, normally it's jewelry. And you have very minimal coverage on your policy right now. Carriers $1,500 up to $5,000, which is nothing. Probably the second thing would be that I would say read your policy. Take the time to read your policy, see what you actually have, and go around the house and check your hoses. Make sure you have the still braided hoses. That's the #1 cause of loss. Washing
Water
machines
loss.
and water loss. So check your wash machine and ice makers on refrigerators. Those two things.
And toilet.
Toilet.
Yep, overflow. If you're going on vacation, turn them all off.
Turn them off.
Yeah,
turn
just
them off.
small stuff that can prevent the headache, plus the deductible, plus so much.
Exactly.
Those that want to reach out to you ladies, how can they reach you?
They could call us at 310-857-5757 or our website, BerkettInsurance.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks for coming.
you.
Great tips.
Thanks
and
for
I
inviting
appreciate
us.
it. Yep, absolutely.
Take care.
I hope you enjoyed this segment. We're going to jump to a quick break and be right back.